Yeah, good morning, everyone. So we are seeing positive around the world directions. Uh, we are seeing more of a positive environment across the board. US has shown positive trend driven by Tesla moving up almost around 10% after they reported a good number for the June month. Apart from that, the Fed statement yesterday also has indicated that the rate cut is coming in the September. And though they were cautious, but indicating that the things are on the right path for that directions. So uh, apart from that, commodities are more of a flattish across the board. Uh, and Asian markets are also taking clue from US for positive trend. Though futures of the US market are more of a flattish, but today what we had seen that the HDFC can move up sharply and which can support the Nifty advancement, mainly on account of their shareholding, which has come yesterday after market hour, which indicate that foreign holding has declined below 55.5%. That indicate that these HDFC weight can increase in MSCI in August review meeting. And in that expectations, there could be some trigger for the purchase on index basis in HDFC. HDFC ADR is up by almost around 4% in yesterday. So that will support the overall Nifty also apart from HDFC. So market are likely to see positive opening and can sustain the gain in today's trade. Now request technical team to take up from here.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning, all of you. So we have seen a very flattish move in yesterday's trading session where Nifty was mostly range bound, taking a resistance at higher levels of 24,200 and it was it supported 24,050. So it was mostly 150 points rally in 150 points range was seen in yesterday's trading session. It has almost opened flat and Nifty has taken support of an upward sloping trend line in yesterday's trading session. And this trend line support was very important. And today we're expecting a gap up opening. So we are expecting Nifty to break the upside resistance of 24,270. That is broken, then 340 to 24,500 levels are also visible. Again, the support lies at 24,050, which is previous swing support, followed by 23,940. Talking about Bank Nifty, even Bank Nifty has shown a flattish move in yesterday's trading. It was mostly range bound. Bank Nifty has taken good support of its previous swing supports. For today, we're expecting a positive move in Bank Nifty as well. The upside resistance for Bank Nifty currently lies at 52,650 levels. If that is broken, then we can expect 53,000 to 53,270 levels as well. Talking about the support lies at the common point, that is at 52,000. This will act as a very important support zone for Bank Nifty, followed by 51,740. Talking about financial Nifty, it has closed around 23,600. The upside resistance is at 23,750, followed by 23,900. The downside support is at 23,460 and 23,300. Talking about stock, mid cap stocks are doing well right now. So we have a few stocks which we have already recommended. Ircon is looking good at current levels, can be bought for a target of 287 by keeping a strict stop loss of 270. BL Kashyap is looking good current levels, can be bought for a target of 100 rupees by keeping a stop loss of 80 and 50. Comments India is looking good. Asian Paints is looking good. We have initiated all these buy calls can be seen on our technical morning call as well for the levels. So that's all from my side. I request Nirav to take the call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Ayush. On the derivative front, the overall data is still positive. We have closed above the 24,000 levels and we continue to remain above the same. There is a huge open interest built up around the 24,000 push strike. So that is a positive. Now that becomes a strong support level for Nifty. 24,500 is now a resistance area, and that also has the highest call base for calls in Nifty. Yeah, there is a likelihood that 24,500 is what Nifty will come to in the next couple of days. So yeah, once that comes, that is where you book certain profits, but not at current levels. You can continue to hold on with a stop loss of 24,000. Um, India VIX is coming down now from 14 and a half. Slowly and steadily it is coming down, which is a good sign. PCR is down, and so is a little bit of open interest. So all in all, the data is still positive and we expect good trending to continue. Now, I believe the chemical sector as a whole is breaking out, and from the stock specific front, Deepak Nitrate is one stock which can do pretty well going forward. So, yeah, look out for the same. We expect this stock to reach above the 3,000 levels. There's a price volume breakout along with a lot of open interest rise. So, we expect longs being built in the next few sessions as well. All in all, look out for the same, and banking sector should do well. I think there is some positive news for HDFC Bank. So yeah, that has been shown in the rollovers as well. We have written that HDFC Bank will witness good buying going forward, and that is what is going to happen. So yeah, look out for the same. That's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. Continuing with what Nirav was saying on HDFC Bank, bank is in the news as its June 2024 quarter shareholding data is out, where it's visible that FII holdings has fallen below 55% mark. It stands at 54.83% from March quarter levels of 55.5%. So this has raised the possibility of a likely increase in its weight in the MSCI index. So that is expected to result in FII inflows between $3 to $4 billion in HDFC Bank, which should be positive for the stock. KEC International has won new orders worth 1,000 crores. This includes one EPC project in the Middle East for transmission and division and distribution, and another project is for balance of system package for 625 megawatt of solar PV project in Rajasthan from a PSU client. So that's positive for KEC. Yes Bank quarter one update is negative. Advances grew by just 1% sequentially, 15% year on year. Deposits declined by 0.5% sequentially, and CASA ratio is stable at 30.7%. M&M Financial quarter one is neutral. Disbursements grew 5% year on year. AUM growth was at 4% sequentially, 22% year on year. Collection efficiency was stable at 94%, same as last year. Stage 2 and 3 have inched up slightly on sequential basis because of seasonality. So stage 3, for example, has increased from 3.4 to 3.6%. Thank you.
Good morning. Avenue Supermarts Limited has reported the quarter one FY25 revenue numbers. The revenue grew by 18.4% on a YY basis and 10.6% on a sequential basis, which is reported at rupees 13,712 crore. So this is neutral for the company. On the IPO front, MTO Pharmaceuticals Limited IPO is opening today and closing on 5th July. The price band at upper end is set at rupees 1008 and the issue size is of rupees 1952 crore. The issue consists of offer for sale worth rupees 1152 crore and the fresh issue of rupees 800 crore. The funds from the fresh issue should be utilized for the repayment of the debt worth rupees 600 crore. We recommend subscribe to the issue. The company offers a broad range of products across therapies, including minerals, nutrients, gynecology, cardiovascular, etc. And in terms of segments, it exists in chronic and acute therapies, where overall Indian pharma market has observed the higher growth in chronic segment than acute, and the chronic segment sales contributes MQ's 46% of revenue. In terms of product-wise contribution, the generic products contributes 40% of its sales, while branded generics 53%, and the rest is from the branded, patented, and APIs. The company has delivered a steady performance over the last few years, where the top line growth has seen the 6 to 7% of growth at a CAGR basis, whereas bottom line has seen the degrowth. This was on account of increase in employee as well as other operating expenses. We expect the earnings to improve with the repayment of borrowings and also the recent investment in the human capital as well as operational capabilities is expected to drive the future growth. The issue is valued at EV by EBITDA of 16.7 times based on FY24 financials, which is at discount when compared with the average peer valuation of 27.4 times. We expect the company to deliver growth on account of its focus on the chronic segment, which is expected to be a high growth category in the future. So we have recommended subscribe to the issue. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, everyone. So today one IPO will be listing. The name of the company is Vraj Iron and Steel Limited. And the price band for the IPO was 195 to 207 rupees. The issue size was rupees 171 crores. We have recommended neutral to the IPO. So basically the details were the issue size is 171 crores and the issue was entirely a fresh issue of 0.83 crore shares. And the company proposes to utilize the net proceeds as follows, like they wanted to fund their capital expenditure at their expansion project at the Bilaspur plant. For that, they had borrowed some money, so they wanted to repay approximately 70 crores for that. And they wanted to incur another 59.5 crores for the expansion and balance for general corporate purposes. As far as the background is concerned, the company is engaged in manufacturing of sponge iron, MS billets, and TMT bars under the brand Vraj. It currently operates through two manufacturing plants, which are located at Raipur and Bilaspur in Chhattisgarh, spread across 52.93 acres. As of December 31, 2023, the aggregate installed capacity of its manufacturing plants was 231,600 tons per annum, comprising of both intermediate and final products. Its manufacturing plant at Raipur also includes a captive power plant with an aggregate installed capacity of 5 megawatts as of December 31, 2023. It is in the process of increasing the capacities of its existing manufacturing plants and captive power plant, which is expected to increase its aggregate installed capacity, comprising of intermediate and final products from 2,31,600 tons per annum to 5,100 tons per annum, and captive power plants aggregate installed capacity from 5 to 20 megawatts. The proposed expansion of sponge iron and captive power plants are expected to become operational in Q4 of FY 24-25, whereas MS Billets is expected to become operational in Q1 of FY 25-26. As far as the strengths of the company are concerned, the company's two manufacturing plants are located at Bilaspur and Raipur within the mineral-rich state of Chhattisgarh and in close proximity to the mineral belt in the eastern India. So its presence in these locations allow it to have easy access to raw materials and end users. This lowers their transportation cost and provides it with logistics management and cost benefits, thereby improving its operating margins. Then the company is expanding its capacity from 2 lakh tons to 5 lakh tons by Q1 FY26. And the company has delivered good and consistent performance over the years. Its revenue from operations has grown at a CAGR of 33.16% from FY21 to 23. EBITDA and PAT has grown at approximately 69 to 16 and 169% respectively during the same period. And as far as the valuation is concerned, the valuation of the basis of EV to EBITDA for the company for FY23 EBITDA comes at 8.9 times. It has reduced to 8.7 times if we take annualized 9 months FY24 EBITDA. This compared to industry average of 11.2 times. It may look undervalued, but if we look at Prakash Industries, which we think is a more accurate peer, it is trading at 6.1 EV to EBITDA, even though it being a bigger and a mature company. And the company, we think that the company do not have a captive, the company doesn't have captive iron ore or coal, which can create volatility in their performance. And the expansion capacities are going to come in future in Q4 of FY25 and Q1 of FY26. So therefore, considering the valuation and the small size of operation, we have recommended neutral to the issue. Another IPO which is coming today is of Bansal Wire Industries. The bidding dates are 3rd to 5th of July 2024. The price band is rupees 243 to 256. The issue size is 745 crores at the upper end. We have recommended subscribe to the issue. So this issue is an entirely a fresh issue of 2.91 crore shares. The objects of the issues are follows. They want to repay or prepay some borrowings which they have borrowed of approximately 540 crores. Then they want to fund the working capital requirements of the company, approximately 60 crores, and balance the general corporate purposes. As far as the background is concerned, the company was incorporated in 1985 as a manufacturer of various types of steel wires like high carbon, mild steel, low carbon, and stainless steel and specialty steel wires. It is the second largest steel wire manufacturer in India. It caters to various types of industries like automotive, infra, consumer durables, general engineering, and has a very diversified customer base. It also exports its products to 50 plus countries like UK, US, Germany, etc. The company derives around 82% of its revenue from the sale of steel wires as of FY24. In that, the mix is 22.14% comes from high carbon, 8.21% comes from mild steel or low carbon, and remaining 51.92% from stainless steel wires. Some of its key customers are Suprajit Engineering, Helical Springs, RR Kabel, ASK Automotive, etc. The strengths are it has the decent financial metrics. The company has a 4% market share in steel wires and 20% in stainless steel wires, and it's consistently grown its revenue from operations from FY22 to 24. EBITDA and adjusted PAT has in that same period has grown at a CAGR of 16.6% and 16.2% respectively. Decent ROCEs and ROEs as well. The company has recently forayed into specialty steel wire segment like steel cord, hose wire, etc., which has substantially higher margins of 10 to 15%. Especially the steel cord segment in India is dominated by one large Belgian manufacturer, and with China plus one, there are other opportunities for the company to tap into and grow its business in this segment and also increase its exports. Company has a current capacity of 2,59,000 MTPA out of its 4 existing facilities. Company is in the process of completing their new state-of-the-art plant at Dadri, Uttar Pradesh, with a capacity of 3,46,000 MTPA till the end of FY25. This facility will be the largest steel wire manufacturing facility in India and one of the largest in Asia. So actually, they're doubling their capacity. And the steel wire industry has witnessed a growth of 6.9% over these years. And On the valuation front, it is valued at 29.8 times EV by EBITDA, and like the industry average 25.4 times. So we have recommended to subscribe because it may look expensive on historical earnings, but because of the capacity expansion in the near term and earnings increasing because of their focus on high margin products and debt reduction. So we expect the earnings to grow much faster, and therefore we have recommended subscribe to the issue. Thank you.
Yeah, and I request commodity team to take up from here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. So in today's session, we might see a pullback in gold and silver after yesterday's correction from the higher end. So gold one can initiate a buy around 71,600 with a stop loss of 71,300. On upside, we are eyeing for 72,000. Silver, we expect prices to test 91,000, 91,500 on the upside. So buying around 90,000 is recommended with a stop loss of 89,200. In metals, copper, one can initiate a buy around 847 with a stop loss of 842. On upside, it can test 854, 857. Zinc also looks to test 270, 271 on upside. So buying on dips around 267 with a stop loss of 265 is recommended. Crude oil, one can buy around 69.20 and maintain a stop loss of 68.50. Though prices have cooled off from the yesterday's high of 7038, we might see some pullback till 7,000 to 7050 levels. So one can expect a range bound movement from 6900 to 7030. And in natural gas, we are expecting a pullback. Prices are at the support area of 202, and we expect prices to bounce back till 215 levels on the upside. So buy with a strict stop loss of 195 and take profits around 215. So that's it from us. Thank you very much.